Folks, today I would like to talk to you on a very, very important topic, and that is love. That is unconditional love, not the faith in your favorite God will save you in forthcoming, perilous, catastrophic days. That's what I want to talk to you. I want to give you the reasons why I'm saying this. Please listen to this video very carefully. It's an extremely important because everyone, almost everyone, I said almost because there may be some exceptions. Almost everyone is thinking that their faith in their favorite god like Shiva, Vishnu, or Allah, or Jesus, or any other Maitreya or whatever, faith in those entities can save you. So I'm saying it cannot. So please listen to my reasoning carefully. Number one, let's take faith. Everybody has faith at their mental level. They have their favorite god. For example, let's take Shiva. They read about Shiva, they meditate on Shiva, they have a figure about Shiva. Same thing about Jesus Christ or Allah or any such thing. Though they think those gods are in heaven, they don't know what is heaven. Generally, people don't know what is heaven. When you say, where is the heaven? They just look up and think that the heaven is somewhere up in the air, somewhere in a far distance. And that's why probably in the Bible, they say that Jesus Christ, while he is coming second time, he will appear in the sky. That is not true. It's a scientifically proven fact that everything in the world vibrates at certain frequency, at certain level. Your body vibrates certain level, and the body vibration can be picked up by your five senses in various dimensions. That's why you are able to see the body, your body. And the mind vibrates at a separate level, different level. That's why normally you cannot really see the mind with your five senses. It operates at a higher frequency, at a different frequency. The same way, the energy in so-called heaven operates at totally different frequency. And I've been saying that there are three divine jyotis or lights in the second state or the world of God. Not the gods, the world of God, the kingdom of God, as it is called in Christianity. Those lights vibrate at a higher frequency, and those frequency cannot be witnessed, seen by your five senses or your mind. And you cannot see that even when your third eye, so-called third eye, is open, because it is still at the mind level, though it's at a different frequency. Even if you have meditated and brought your consciousness to your so-called seventh chakra or seventh seal, as it is called in the Bible, you cannot really witness the three divine lights, or you cannot witness the heaven, because it is still at a higher frequency. That is what is called heaven. The heaven is not in your mind. Remember that. So all the gods that your mind is imagining or you are seeing in front of you when you are meditating, they are still at the mental level. They vibrate at frequency, the frequency of the mind, though it's slightly different. But in order for you to experience the heaven, the heavenly frequencies, your seventh chakra has to be open. I do not think that there is anybody in the world right now whose seventh chakra is open except me. Immediately you can say this guy has got a lot of ego. You think whatever you want, but that is a fact. I'm not going to be spending time proving that. I cannot prove it because you cannot see it. Your seventh chakra, unless the seventh chakra is open, you cannot really see what I'm talking about, the heaven, the three divine lights. Now, by the way, these three divine lights are surrounding everything in the world, and I have talked about it with lot of detail, with a lot of details. Now, so the based on this fact, scientific facts, the conclusion is that whatever you are imagining or thinking at the mental level is not, note that very clearly, is not what you think. That is, it is not the God in heaven. That's why you're able to imagine various kinds of gods in various forms. Everything that you're worshipping at the mental level is nothing but idol worship. Hindus are very famous for this. They create physical forms of idols and worship that. Whatever they do at that level, they are not worshipping the real God. They may pray and they may pray for several things, protection, etc., etc., but they are praying to their own imagination at the mental level, nothing beyond that, not at the heavenly level. Please note that. So, and exactly this is what Jesus Christ told. There is a spirit body, and another name for spirit body in Hinduism is your soul or Atma. And nobody really has, nobody can really see it because it's not something visible in your with your mental faculty or even with the third eye after third eye is opening. So that spirit body is your nature. Remember this, I'm going to be using this fact, is your nature. But you have to take this statement, don't believe in that, but what I'm saying, but just think about it, and that will help you to decide what you are worshipping, praying is not the real God. If you realize that, the real heavenly frequencies you will be able to experience those heavenly frequencies, but you are unable to because you are strongly believing that your mental image is your God. So that's the first thing. And however much you pray, however much you worship, in whatever form, it will not reach the frequency of the heaven. And hence, nobody, only you can hear. You can hear the prayer. You can imagine your gods. Other people will say that, oh, he is very divinely person. He is a sadhu. He is a rishi, and all those things. Unless their seventh chakra is open, they are not what they are thinking that they are. Okay, remember this. So the point is that your prayer, your worship or your faith in your mental level God can never save you because they are not real. It's at the mental level. It is not at the heavenly frequency. Now, let me talk about the love, which I'm saying is the one which can save you in the forthcoming end time days, as it is called in the Bible. First of all, the love that I'm talking about is not at the mental level. I said that there are three divine lights surrounding you, and one of them is the golden light. That golden light is worshipped or not worshipped. It is imagined as Jesus Christ, because Jesus said that I am the life. And also he said, he was talking a lot about the unconditional love. The three characteristics of that golden light is that it is a life principle. That is the light that will give you the life. If it separates from your body and the mind, you will die. And that is the life principle. Second is, it is the principle of unconditional love. And when that golden light shines on your mind, the thoughts in your mind, imaginations on your mind, converts that unconditional love to conditional love or attachment. Attachment to your gods, attachment to your country, attachment to your race or language or your culture. All those things are at the mental level. These thoughts modify the unconditional love of the golden light which is shining on your mind, and those modification is what you are experiencing at the mental level, at the brain level. You may have a lot of attachment to your mother, and that is not the unconditional love. Your love to your mother or your wife or your country or your children, whatever it is, they can be changed. When people, that's why people convert from one religion to another religion, which is a meaningless thing to do, because you are converting at the mental level. Okay, there are at the thought level. You can change the unconditional love from one idol to another idol, to Jesus, or from the cross to Shiva or Vishnu or to Allah or Buddha or whatever it is. But that your love towards those idols, also to your mother, father, your children, your wife, everything is what is called attachment. And they are not really unconditional love. They are all conditioned love. Remember that. So this unconditional love that I am talking about is nature of that golden light, and you have these three divine lights surrounding you. That, of course, you cannot really experience that, as I said before, unless your seventh chakra is open. And that unconditional love cannot be modified by the mind saying that, okay, I really, really love, I don't really have any attachment to any of the idols. I respect every god and everybody, including the animal kingdom, etc., etc. But that is a decision at the mental level. That is a thought, and that thought modifies the unconditional love to a conditioned love. In order for the unconditional love to shine through you, you have to remove all your misconceptions, all your incorrect ignorances, about God, about you, about life, etc. etc. I've talked quite a bit about all these things in my various videos. And the love is your real nature, just like the jasmine flower gives enormous, it's a fragrance. So it's a heavenly fragrance. If you have experienced that, the jasmine flower does not think, does not decide, oh, I have to give my fragrance to the whole humanity. It's nature. It happens automatically. That is exactly the way that the unconditional love, the golden love, will shine through you. If you do not, if you remove your ignorance, oh, I can show love to my God or whatever it is, you have to just erase all those ignorances from you. Then this unconditional love will shine in you. And that is the life principle. That is the principle which will take you to the heavenly frequencies when you die. So only that can save the mental, all your mental images, mental thoughts. You have to leave them when you die. And at the time of death, whoever you are, including this body that you are witnessing, it has to leave its body and all the mental thoughts, mental attachments, mental ignorances, if it has any, at this frequency. You cannot become the other frequencies. It has to happen by itself. So the only way that you can experience that by removing all wrong conceptions about your faith, about your God, about the ideas of attachment to various things that I have been talking. So folks, that's what I want to talk to you. Bottom line is that the unconditional love, which is of a higher frequency than your mind and body, only that can save you, because that is the life principle. That is the unconditional love principle. That is the principle of extreme joy, the joy that all religions were talking about. Faith in God is at the mental level, and that can never give you satisfaction. If you pray to that, sometimes what you are praying might happen, sometimes may not happen. As you all have experienced it, and that will never save you. That's what I want to talk to you today. And if you have any question, let me know. I will respond. Thank you.